So we said set-up wise, yes, a little bit squat there on the right-hand side, but certainly the arms hanging down. I prefer that angle than the angle you've got sort of here. It's a little bit sort of that left wrist a bit high. It's going to create that bowing sensation automatically. Okay, so if we can get yourself with the angle, it's going to help get that wrist hinge as the club goes back to be going up a bit more. And you can see the wrist hinge now much better on the way back. The thing is now from this position, it's getting the body to lead to bring the golf club down the body. You can see your lower half now starting to be a bit more engaged as you swing through it. It's starting to be a bit more twisty and a much fuller movement. That's coming off the ground a little bit. I mean, compared to where it should obviously get to a little behind that. But if we compare it to where it was on here, same good backswing, and the body then just stops there. Now, ball's going to flip through your left and then the right foot now. And you can see how much shorter the follow through looks. That just hasn't turned at all. Because you're, again, in your mind, I think you felt the body had to sort of be in front or level with the ball, as you said, tennis-wise, when in reality the body needs to be pointing in some way sort of down in front of the golf ball down here rather than at the golf ball. The body's clearing out of the way, aiming left and twisting through more rather than sort of trying to come back to its original start point and just stop and the club then carries you on. But if you ever find you step forward with your foot this way when you're at the golf ball, it's purely because the lower half hasn't worked enough. The top half on both of these is always going to sort of rotate, is always going to rotate around pretty much fully. You'll find your shoulders always end up fully rotated to target, okay? But if the lower half doesn't keep up, it gets to a point where the top half's gone so far through and the lower half so far back, there's a divide there between the two, and the right foot just jumps forward to sort of counterbalance that movement, okay? So we can get that lower half triggering the downturn, say, from the top of the backswing. Now, once you get here and you hinge those wrists up, if I'm being a bit more critical, that left arm could be a little bit higher, more towards the shoulders, but I think the wrist hinge over time will help that as you get the arm a bit higher. But the movement now is getting that lower half to engage and strike down. So at this point, before you make contact, your left knee is actually visible behind the back of your right knee there. Yes, your left is coming out of the way. You're starting to twist through that. Keep the club face now more online. Ball therefore now flying more towards target there, rather than the ones that sort of just go a bit straight left when the body stops. Okay, mate, make sense? Good. So wrist hinge, just watch that right hand grip as well. The thumb covers the left thumb, okay, on the right hand there.